have a sneeze.
Whip.
Whip.
A whip.
Whip Brawler?
I don't know what I'm just making crap up.
Now, I do have one thing to say about this film. It's totally different than anything I've ever done or anything I expected to do.
It was interesting. It's the first time that I've ever done a piece that was 100% improvised. You know, I've done improvised stuff, but generally by the time you get on set, only tiny little pieces might be improvised. You know, most of it's scripted. This was, you know, there's a situation and that's all we were given, and everything else was improvised. This was very loose. You know, a lot of filmmakers like, I have my vision, I have my shot, I have my thing. Lucas was just like, you know what, we're going to go with the flow and we're going to let the ensemble be brilliant, and then I'll catch it.
We're going to shoot long clips. So we're going to start upstairs outside, and then I'm going to come down here. So we're going to come this way. We're going to start over here with you guys. We're going to talk to you guys. It's going to kind of be like just socializing.
Okay.
And I think bring up, so what, you know, what brings you here, and
You come here
if you guys
often.
can work in whatever
So
your
what?
characters are thinking or doing, if you want to bring that, then you can go ahead.
You know, we'd have the situation, like for instance, when all the family's sitting on the couch being interviewed, and Jesse knew his character. He knew what it was, and Melissa knew her character, and David knew his, and I knew my, you know, we all knew our character. Jordan knew his character very, very well. By that point, we kind of figured it out in our head with just a tiny little bit of guidance from Lucas, the director, and so we just go. That's a really different way to look at things. It was really unique. I've never experienced anything like that before.
With a couple of the scenes, I needed specific things, like with the fight scene, I did need specific shots, so I did make out a shot list. They were not, by no means, they were pretty archaic. They were not complicated. But it would give me, okay, I need this to tell the story. But with other scenes, say with the dinner scene, I said, okay, we're just gonna go from making the spaghetti to all the way to a phone call.
Yeah, Whip.
And we're gonna film for a half hour, and we're gonna start and stop you, just keep going, and we'll see what happens. So that was a joy to see what they would actually come up with, and some of the best stuff was when I didn't have anything to do with anything that they came up with.